Ugh. All right. That is the treasure that I am currently down here for. Vortex of whatever the frick that... I'm telling you, there's a fucking... There's a boss down here in a sea of water that is going to dismantle our butthole. I really should have bought a bunch more friggin' arrows before I came back down here. Oh, yeah. May have to try and take one of their bikes. Oh, this is... Oh, this is a flame one. We don't need the flame. The flame isn't helping anything. But you can't... You can't dismantle this? Really? That's kinda shit. One of these I thought didn't have a flamethrower, but... Oh, this is the electric, the shocker. How goes the quest to gain enough parts to build? Well, we haven't gotten that far yet. That's on hold. However, we did find the Tunic of Time and the Trousers of Time down here. I'm currently going to try and go over here. I think there's nothing but death and despair waiting for me at this X. I just have a sinking feeling. Oh my god, it just falls over when it's out of energy? What a terrible design. I can't even dismantle it to make something better. What a bunch of horse shit. Watch me. Oh, is that? Please tell me. A gun the size of 2 buildings? Hell yeah! Spears in this game are phenomenal. Spears and bows. So way off in the distance, there's one there. Way off in the distance, there's one there. Not so much off in the distance, we've got a couple over here. What up, pleb? I think I have a fear of the dark playing like this using so few light seeds. You just gotta believe. Eye of the tiger. Alright. In all seriousness, how's this game running on the Switch for you? I would say it holds 30 FPS about 80% of the time. Maybe a little less, 75% of the time. But when it does drop, it goes all the way down. It's not like we go from 30 FPS to like 24. We go from 30 FPS to like 12. Not any specific brand of seed, hashtag not an ad. I really don't have the bows or the arrows for this. I'm struggling out here. Oh, that could have been bad. Come back. Fuck. Horse! Oh yeah, we got Zonite. Did they really just spot me from way the fuck over there? Oh, for fuck's sakes. What is their obsession with putting these things, like, in these depressions of land? Now, question is this another Coliseum? It's looking an awful lot like a fucking Coliseum. God fucking son of a bitch. 2 X's I can't make use of because both of them will end my life very quickly. Alright. Gerudo Dark Skeleton. You should save and verify its butthole destroying capabilities. The other one had a bunch of gloom Lionels in it. 5 of them. Which means they all had like 3,000 plus fucking health. And basically ripped you from mouth to anus. Let me save on this horse. Cozy in here, ain't it? So we have a minor problem here. Are you serious? Alright. Uh-oh. Not a good time for my spear to clonk out on me. Missed him. Oh, Jesus. Get on something fancy. We gonna need it. I have no arrows left. Mild problem. I would have liked to have had a faster weapon for this last one, but... A boomerang counts as a ranged weapon, but I haven't used one yet in this game. If I don't have to fucking rely on it, I wouldn't mind not relying on it, but we'll see how it goes, especially since I'd have to switch weapons constantly, which is just bothersome as fuck. Do I have anything? That might come in handy. Fuck. I don't have my fucking weapon out. Ugh. Whew. That's a spicy meatball. No, I want... Holy shit. 32 of fuse power is pretty good. Hey, what's up, Abby? We just finished doing something I wasn't sure I'd have the weaponry to pull off, but we did. Sheik's mask. Oh, we get to cosplay. The finest of stealth fabrics. Perfect. Well, we had to use up a lot of bomb flowers, but it did the trick. But did we lose our horse? We didn't. Wow. Well done sticking around. It's too hot today? Well, they hit like 14 degrees? Well, yeah, out in the valley it might be different. That's fair. Damn, almost 80. Toasty! It was definitely warmer than the last few days. The rain was nice for any number of reasons. Chiefly the fire. Took some of the heat out of the air, which was nice. Because it was just cooking in this house. And no humidity either. That was a problem. I don't know what that sound is, but the fact that my horse ran away is not a good... Not today, Satan! Not today. Speaking of heat, anyone else hate basketball now? Wait, why would we hate basketball? I mean, there are things about modern basketball that I'm not a big fan of, but are you not a big fan of the Heat specifically? Or was that just the segue into basketball talk? It's a very special day for me, not even the Heat. Well, fucking... You can't say that and not lead right into it, so spit it out! Why is it a special day? I don't suppose you've got any more of those... horses? 1 year mark for HRT? Nice! Let's go! That's exciting. How has it been so far? There has to be one more horse. I refuse to believe... Alright, fuck it. We're getting our cardio in. No, I just hate the team. Oh, why do you hate the team? The Heat are almost inarguably the closest thing to an actual basketball team in the league as it stands. So what's the hate for? Way too many things to type out quickly? Well, I mean, you know, you don't have to be verbose about it. It just, you know, I'll be happy to hear that it's gone well thus far. The hate is that they're winning? Okay, well, that would be fucking remarkably stupid, but alright. Fair ball. I'll stay. I knew it was a Bostonian! Listen. That was Boston's series to win. You can't be mad at the Heat for playing good basketball. Hate your own team. They literally shit the bed. The coach shit the bed. The players shit the bed. It was one giant fucking advertisement for Imodium. Like, the Celtics really had no reason to be falling apart at the fucking seams the way that they did. At the very least, 0 of the games in that series should have been, or 0 of the games should have ended up being blowouts for Boston. That is true. They should be thanking the Heat for letting them know that Jaylen Brown is not worth a Supermax contract. That is very true. That is a big help. Exciting, nerve-wracking, stressful, emotional, everything else I'd hoped for and expected. Perfect! Well, that's wonderful news. I'm happy for you. I should probably trade some of these pose in. My main concern, if the Heat win, how does this plays into U.S. politics? The fact that enters my mind is that it doesn't do anything. I would like some humidity, actually. Although we've got lots of rain. So at least my house isn't like... This house was sitting at like 18% humidity for weeks. I had to drink 48 liters of water a day just to survive. But to be more specific about the basketball deal is... I mean, modern basketball has some memes. The Heat should be... Nobody should hate the Heat unless you lost a player to the Heat and now you're finding out that they were actually good and your coach sucked dick. That's pretty much it. The Heat are legitimately... Anyone who actually likes basketball should probably... at the very least, respect the Heat. That's the entry level. Hating the Heat would be a bit silly. You know, I get it if they put your team out. I mean, everyone's going to be a bit salty about it, but... You know, the things to be more upset about would be, you know... Oh, I don't know. The absolutely goddamn horrific refereeing, the terrible fucking rule changes, the completely vague nature of the flagrant system... the complete and unerring ability for referees to never call a carry or an illegal screen when necessary, but then call them when they're completely unnecessary. There are many things to be upset about with basketball, but the Miami Heat, I can't imagine being one of them. You're like in the current finals, you're watching the most basketball team in the league, coached by the most basketball coach, versus a generational talent and a very solid basketball club of their own right in the Nuggets. Like, the only people upset, you know, they're yelling and screaming about, oh no, it's awful, because if any other teams than the Boston Celtics and the fucking Lakers or the Knicks or some primary market team makes it to the finals, oh, basketball's garbage. None of them are basketball fans. None of them know what the fuck they're talking about. I hope they all go watch fucking, I don't know, fucking goddamn ping pong or some shit. The fact that these finals right now for viewership are as good as last year's finals should tell you everything. For one, the primary market can be leveled out by the European interest. Basketball isn't just a North American sport. It hasn't ever been, but it's more now than ever a major European buy-in, especially when you have somebody like Nikola Jokic on the court. Full stop. And if you think it's like that now, wait until Wemby, the I'm a cheat code motherfucker, shows up. As long as he doesn't snap a leg, it's only going to get even bigger overseas, and that viewership's only going to get even more important. But like being any part of basketball social media is like if you're in it for anything other than the memes, it's cancer. It's like /r/StarCraft, but possibly worse. Like, I've never seen so many people that know so little about a sport try to have so much influence over things in my fucking life. It's insane. People that, like, they've zero idea of what the fuck they're talking about. They don't actually like basketball. What they really like is, oh, a guy get open lane, dunk ball! Ha! Ha! I hope they're playing in Los Angeles! Like, that's pretty much it. So anyone that's in that, I don't care. Like, put them in a box, cut a couple of holes in it so they can breathe for a while, send them off into the ocean. Don't care. Those people, even being numerable to any degree, and being vocal online, the way that everything works with like a relative minority being so vocal online, is that Adam Silver, who has the constitution of a wet napkin, folds to fucking everything, and is trying to radically change the sport in a way that it might as well, it's kind of like somebody looking at the NFL, and when they sat down and said, you know what the NFL should be? The XFL. Let's just do that. And then it failed miserably. He's trying to turn the NBA into a fucking YouTube short. I hate him. He's a fucking idiot. And I can't wait for his fucking toothpick white ass to get the fuck out the sport and get replaced by somebody else. Because the shit's getting crazy and unhinged. And we've got basketball commentators out here talking about reducing halftime down to like fucking 2 minutes and getting rid of free throws altogether. 0 free throws until the last 4 minutes of the game. How do you say those words out loud and expect anyone to believe anything coming out of your mouth has even a monicum of intelligence? Please. Stop how do you have a job commentating anything in the sport of basketball talking about that shit? Shut your lips. This motherfucker wanted basically halftime to disappear, which is great because what that means is that all of the stadiums actually housing, it's like he thinks only television exists. So, you know, for the individual teams that thrive on ticket sales and concession sales and jersey sales, where halftime is like a huge portion of that, what if we just erase it? What if we just get rid of the halftime altogether? I'm sure that couldn't have any catastrophic fucking financial effects for basically any fucking team in the entire league. I'm sure that would be perfectly fine. And then what if we just got rid of free throws altogether? Assuredly that would stop people from flopping around on the floor like a Shakespearean fucking play every time somebody looks in their general direction. Maybe that would stop all of the players walking around like this all the time to the refs, baiting them to try to get them to call some shit if they didn't even have to shoot the fucking basketball. Certainly that would solve the fucking problem. Just give them free points. And then what if we just arbitrarily made it so that free throws reappear in the last 4 minutes of the fucking game? That makes perfect sense. Nobody could understand why, but it's provocative and it gets the people going. Just mind-numbing. Like, just mind-numbing. basketball has been invaded and infested with people that have come from other sports to do commentary because Fox and ESPN and they're desperate for people that even have any idea of how to sound competent on a microphone or at least can create sound bites because they're all looking at Shaq and fucking Chuck ribbing each other all day like, we need somebody to do that for us. And then they have no idea what they're talking about. I have to listen to Perk, who might be the greatest nickname person in the history of fucking sport because he sounds like he's off a perk every time he opens his mouth and talks like, and I gotta listen to his ass ramble about some shit in super slow, I'm watching a YouTube video in 0.25x speed motion, and then I gotta listen to Stephen A. Smith, who sort of knows what he's talking about, but decides to say some crazy shit because he knows he's there for the job, and so he just talks like this, and he kinda has a little bit of a southern preacher, and he wants to get a little bit going, and JJ Redick, I just don't believe what you're saying is good shit, can't just be about the stats, can I get an amen? What is basketball? Just let me, and then we got people out here crying about the Heat and Spoelstra, the only basketball players working as a unit in the league. Stop the madness. Stop the madness. As somebody who's grown up in Canada and got to watch hockey, where pretty much all the players are respectable and fucking, like everyone that meets a hockey player, greatest person who've ever fucking walked the face of the earth, with few exceptions. The commentators, all insanely knowledgeable, can just talk about the ins like crazy because they almost exclusively come from hockey. And it's perfect. The package is perfect. And then so I have that. But then I go to basketball and it's like watching a bunch of idiots hump doorknobs for $30 million a year talking about buyout contracts because nobody wants to sit across from Skip. I can't stop doing this in my seat, Bayless. Please, somebody help me! Help my sport! Please! I just... Somebody! For fuck's sakes. It's just embarrassing. Like, Perk and JJ, Perk going, I'm gonna talk, oh, sorry, I didn't get the Perk right. I'm gonna talk about something you don't know much about, JJ. Defense. And then like 5 minutes later when he gets that one sentence out, JJ's like, well, I wasn't gonna make it personal, but I'm gonna talk about something you don't know much about, and it's offense, Perk. This is what we have. That's what we have in basketball. Fuck. Fuck me. Just madness. Absolute madness. And like, we gotta listen to these guys go out there and they'll just say some of the craziest shit. Like, 1 week, this coach is the greatest coach in the league. Next week, nah, it's somebody else. Third week, just changing constantly. Like, the worst part about basketball, like, talking heads and basketball culture in general in media is that it's just a never-ending, like, we need sound bites. Nobody needs to make any sense. We just need sound bites. Somebody go say some dumb shit. And most of them, you don't even have to tell them to say dumb shit, because their default fucking setting is they open their mouth and dumb shit comes out of it. And like the basketball community just eats that shit right fucking up. They're all talking about it on social media and fucking like, oh, whatever, like, and then they become, the personalities become like some... Oh my god. Sweet Jesus. Have mercy. So yeah, all of that is what you should be concerned about with basketball, not the Heat. And if you're a Boston's fan, I'm sorry, but your team is like, your team is that team that you put together your fucking squad in 2K because all of their stats were fucking incredible, and then they get out on the floor and nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. That's the Boston Celtics right now. This is the first Boston Celtics team that has made playing at home against Boston more preferable than playing them not at home. That arena is like sacred ground, where going to play there is typically nightmare fuel. And this squad has somehow made it a fucking kindergarten, where you go and you kick babies for 48 minutes, and they go, what if I just keep shooting threes? One of them will go in, right? And then you win by 30 points. Well, that's just it. Like, there are some actual people that have, like, legitimate analytical skill, but they're being completely overran by, you know, the other stupid talking heads. Like, the fact that I had to listen to to the Celtics coach go out there on that stage and somebody said, do you think maybe you're waiting a little too much on the threes? After watching this team go like 0 for 96. And he was like, no, immediately, no thought, no, more threes. Why did you not open the fucking chute, you useless human being? Open the fucking chute. You don't got all day. Watch him go out there with his lifeless eyes and just be like, no. We're gonna keep shooting threes until I'm retired. I don't know what a two-pointer is. What is a two-pointer? Is a two-pointer worth 3 points? If not, then I don't want to hear about it. I want to keep shooting threes until our fingertips and feet bleed. And if I have to hear one more person go out and say this is a make or miss league, what the fuck does that even mean? When has any sport that involves scoring points not been about making or missing? What does that even mean? Have we all turned into John Madden? The team that makes more baskets than the other team wins the game? Therefore, it is a make or miss league? We're gonna keep shooting threes until 4-point shot. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, if the 4-point shot were to ever actually happen, I will stop watching basketball, unironically. I'll just stop. Like the 4-point ball comes out and basketball is dead.
Yeah.
They wisely moved the 3-pointer line back until it was ratioing about what it was before to keep the balance of the game. But adding a 4-point line or a 4-point distance? No. Can't remember the last time I used a fucking stone axe, so we're just gonna get rid of that. Well, yeah, the 4-point would be basically at the fucking stamp. So, you know, wherever the logo is, more or less. How about putting American Gladiators guarding the net? I would watch the shit out of that. A rotating backboard like the old Shaq commercial. Fuck yeah. There you go. We've almost gone full circle. There's not going to be a lot of space for us to go around down here because this is all going to be wall. Oh yeah, Hulk Hogan has hands in all sorts of stuff from the 80s up through the early 2000s. It's true. Possible schematic? I don't have any arrows. I really shouldn't be fighting that. Unless I got very spicy. Oh wait, can you not fucking yeet this thing? What the fuck? If you put an item on it, you can't use it as like a throwable? Or no, oh wait. I have to actually throw it. Of course. Doesn't really come back. You're just throwing it. Go ahead and shoot some arrows, I need them. Yeah, I mentioned that before. It's shocking that you can't craft your own arrows. Ah, the raiding plane. Amazing. Thank you. More arrows, please. Oh. Alright, we will continue this way. God damn it. It's so unnecessary. This is just so unnecessary. Like, she's running right next to me. As we're just going from point A to point B. And then in combat, she's just like Mia. Oh, hell no. Hmm. Oh shit. So is this actually gonna wrap all the way around? Hmm. Going down. Yeah, totally. Definitely. So, with the exception of the Sheikah helmet here, or hat, there's not been like, we haven't found a lot of amazing rewards down here. Clearly the most valuable thing we got was the auto build, which is still really surprising to me that they stuck it down here as something that could be theoretically and most likely in many instances missed. Oh yeah, that's very surprising. Mark slowly dying on the inside as I never throw down any light seeds. God. Running, jumping, and then selecting something is... Oh, this was stupid. Whew. Speedy boy. Speedy boy! Speedy. Word? That just a random hole in the ground, or is there actually something down here? Oh yeah. Okay. Alright, a little disappointing, but okay. Was this where I got accosted by the hands? Yeah, I know I got this chest. I'm still trying to figure out why the game will randomly mark places with flags. Because it's the second time it's done that. Hmm. How many crystals? Oh, Zonite? 250 something? I gotta go and maybe do some exchanging. This is gonna just be a shelf, I think. Hmm. You know where? Yeah, well, the only one I know of is the one on the, initial island. I might need a reminder of, like, which teleporter is closest to it, but I remember the mine in the Sky City. Whoa. Yeah, there are clothes that are like miner's clothes that you get like a tiny AoE light around you. It doesn't really do anything to speak of. It's not like a proper like flashlight or some shit. Doesn't really do much. This death intrigues me. Oh, it's a construct. It no longer intrigues me. Oh, he followed my ass. Mmm. Hmm. Okay. Well. The only X remaining is the proper X of death. As far as the ones that, we've unlocked. That's a reasonable amount of the depths completed. Let's go turn in these pose. Construct flux or fux. Fux. The Ku Flux Clan? The clan part was the one that got you caught. Oh, I see. I don't know if Panic is still here. I don't know if this is what he was alluding to. But, so, in regards to charging affiliates 25 for canceling their agreement, they're also moving their simulcast rules to the terms of service, which means you can't simulcast whether you're a partner or a affiliate or not at all. So anyone is no longer allowed to simulcast on the platform. Good shit. That totally fucks up Critical Role. They simulcast to YouTube and Twitch. Yeah. Although if they were already doing that as a partner, I don't know if were they partnered. They must have been partnered. There's going to be exceptions, and that's where they're gonna start falling apart at the seams. You should look at Ann Munitions tweets about how Twitch Rival streams violates the new TOS. Yeah. Yeah, but that's what it is in their eyes it won't violate it because they'll have some fucking, you know, exceptions. This rock returns Poes to the afterlife where they belong. Here's a Poe for you. Pitiful beings who have lost their way home and wander the depths of this land. Here's one. An unusual substance, it's cold to the touch and it seems as though it's filled with pitch black darkness. Use it in cooking to get a gloom resistance effect. Ah. Oh, well, no brainer. A spurious replica. It's just a dark version. I'm gonna hand banana this. Are there multiple of these statues and do they all have different inventory? Yes and yes. Okay. Okay. That's a waste of fucking pose. The thing you just bought is basically worthless. You wanted to save for something better. Congrats. Whatever. It was there. doesn't take very long to collect 150 fucking Poes, so it's kind of neither here nor there. Whatever, fine. I just won't. I'll do what I always do. I'll just hoard all my items and never use them until the fucking end of the game, where I probably won't even run any more of those statues and never end up using them, ironically. I'll just hoard everything. Maybe there will be something better for me to buy in the future. Don't yell at me, I'll start analyzing basketball. Go out the doors? Okay. I'm going out the doors. Am I engaging in this meme? Ah. Incredible. Didn't I already, like, receive one? At some point? Did that automatically get applied and I just didn't pay attention? Like, didn't I get it when I got the, Oh, 100, right, yes, right, okay, yeah. So I have to go somewhere else to have my Zonite converted into energy charges. I have to go to the storefront. Which is, again, also up here somewhere. Wait. Wasn't there a fucking store thing here? As well? Or am I high? We've done 41 shrines. Oh, so you can choose to buy charges or crystallized charges. So these require 3 big ones. These require 3 small. But then, isn't 3 of these just equal to... Oh no, they're actually separate items. I see. Ah, we can't even friggin... Unacceptable. 25 short? Brutal! I'll start, earning my pose back so that Drekka can stop stroking out over the thought of me buying the Dark Tunic. Okay, so there's that one, and either we have to day-night cycle, or some other shit. Which is so dumb. Just have infinite inventory. Or permanently limited. Don't do a day-night cycle thing, it just wastes everyone's time. Also, why wouldn't they let you just teleport to these directly? Oh, Gohan, sorry I missed that 5 minutes ago now. 107 months total, 96 of those in a row. Let's go. Welcome back. Thank you, sir. Ready for F1 this weekend? Excuse me. Poggers. How you doing, pirate? Oh, sorry, Lamont. I crossed the wires. You're pregnant! Good joke. I liked it. I don't even know if they're down there or if I just jumped unnecessarily, but whatever. We'll make use of our time. I can't remember if this is like... in the fuck... yeah, it's in the cave here, isn't it? Well, we're kind of fucked there, aren't we? I might be able to pull this off. Fox might be a bigger hater of this game than me. It's entirely possible. Better duck. Hey, Mark, thank you. I got you. Man. Oh God, the fucking the ways in which game developers will find to waste your time. It never ceases to amaze me. Just catastrophic. Oh, the store is out of zonite charges. Better come back in the amount of time it takes you to teleport to a fucking fire pit and rest. Even better. It's raining.
Oh. 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 Mm. Oh. 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 Yeah. Hmm. Oh. Oh.
Wow! More horses! Alright. Drekka. For fuck's sakes. The Photoshop edit's coming in hot and spicy. Oh my god, you're gonna make me wait more time. I'm one shy. I just want you all to know that I hate you. Get fucked. You're unrepentant assholes. And I wish you nothing but suffering. Suck my penis. Why? Why? Really? So you got fucked by... Yeah, well, I mean, I could have taken Nova War, but I didn't want Nova War for the name change. I wanted I Am Nova, which is my YouTube name, which I want everywhere. Unfortunately, somebody already has it. Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow, get fucked. Ha! No, we don't want to run on foot through there. That's a bad time. I'm gonna hope that now that it's past midnight, it's rolled over, and they have the ability to, sell me more shit. That's the dream. Oh my god, yeah, palm flowers for days, let's go. Let's go! Okay. Let's try again! I'm really hoping it's not something stupid like on the blood moon it resets. That would suck balls. Oh, there we go. Midnight rollover. I only need 15. Welcome back. Ranting about basketball analysts, what did I miss? Oh. Oh, that just spun out of a comment about somebody being down bad about the Heat. And then I was talking about, you know, real reasons to be, you know, upset with modern basketball that aren't the Heat. And it just kept going from there, you know me. I can gas myself up. I thought there might. Jebaited. Careful, Adam. Scott Foster might pop around the corner and tee you up. Scott Foster and Tony Brothers, the dynamic duo. Which one? How much better would it be if the Tony brothers were actually just two dudes with the last name Tony? My shitty Photoshop drew viewership, it was like an ad. Better put that hashtag ad there. Don't want to get caught.
Uh-huh. Okay. Oh.
My weapon is only blocking half of it, that's good.
Hmm. Uh-huh.
Isn't what this is referencing just the power that I got?
Aw.
Wow!
Uh-huh.
Oh, God, can we put another 0 on the end of that? Yeah, this is the one that points to the auto build. Great news, I've already found it.
What?
Yep.
Huh. Oh. Hmm? Um...
Amazing. What do we got? The hot air balloon.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm like a circus act now.
Oh. Oh.
The balloon was literally just two parts that got glued one on top of the other, but you know.
Huh. Oh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. True.
Hmm. Uh-huh.
I do. Okay. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I mean, it's... It's gotta just be referencing this whole fucking region. I got the Colosseum cleared, so... But maybe there's more. Maybe there is more.
Hey. Wah. Mm. Oh.
What up, Link? I'm so torn if I want to, like, include this stuff in the review. Because it's an ability, but it's not one that you get with certainty. What up, Link? Quebec felt jealous of Nova Scotia, so we decided to get 150 forest fires. You're welcome. Hopefully you guys weather it better than we did. Thankfully, we finally got rain. So we still have fires, but they're smaller. Smart enough to actually do two at once. I like it. Well, well, well. We now have... Fuck. We now have... 2 full batteries. Given the number of notches on the belt, what do we got here? That's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18... That's 1,800 Zonite charges. 2,100 if you count what I just got, earlier. So, woof. 20, so it's another 18 to finish the entire belt. Which means... What? That's what I'm asking, right? One sec. So, but each one of those it's 100 for one piece. That's what I'm saying. What are you talking about? I'm literally, you're just repeating the math I just did. So if there's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. What are you even fucking talking about? Quick maths. So anyway, if you did it with regular Zonite, that's 900 Zonite per, because I think it's 3 Zonite per charge. That's a lot of Zonite. Like, that is a shitload of Zonite. That's fucked up. Wait, the thing is you can actually have 16 cells, it goes around the 8 again, turning them blue? Fuck off, really? Holy shit. You're gonna have people out here playing this game for like fucking 900 hours to get all blue cells. They're gonna have like, somebody, if they don't already, is gonna have an efficiency route for just like mining Zonite and then sleeping or resting at a fire and then repeating for like, you know, with this method it only takes 8 straight hours of mining to accomplish your goal. Oh, look who it is. He's been fucking sitting here, really? Fuck me. I'd like one more shield spot. Wouldn't be bad. I can't remember if I saved this video last time, so I'll do it now. I think there's a couple of extra redundant videos in this batch, Mark. Some of them might be like super, yeah, they might be copied accidentally. Sometimes OBS gets fucky. Like for example, yesterday I discovered that somehow it started not just doing the replays, but recorded the stream, like 10 hours of it. Looped on the end card as punishment. Yeah, 10-hour recording. Dun, 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 dun. I want more bows. Just like one more though. Now we have 12 weapons. I feel like it's we haven't had to use many of them to this point, but I feel like shields are gonna start to become more important. So we should probably be able to carry some shields. One more, which I think we have enough for, and then that's enough shields for a while. 10? Holy shit, that escalated quickly. Alright, fine. I thought he was gonna ask for 6. Man said fuck that shit. Boom. Lovely. Uh-oh. Nah.
Eh?
Ah, yes, we've heard about the pirates before.
Eh?
One Piece.
Ah. Oh.
Why? Why? Why is everything so expensive? There was a spot that was, like, reasonable for arrows. I can't remember where it was. I feel like it was in Gerudo. Is the radish still there? Hell yeah! Alright, so that catches us up with Koroks, Pose, Zonite, so that's all that shit handled. I ended my playthrough with 250 diamonds and like 100,000 rupees. Get at me. I don't suppose you were able to use the dupe glitch during your time. Uh-huh. I don't suppose you found any radishes yet.
So.
Oh. Oh, really? Uh-huh. Absolutely. My wife is cooking for me again. Perfect. I'll take 5. No, really, honey, it's okay. I have a dental plan. Tastes like my destroyed teeth. Mmm. This stupid bitch. 3 p.m., right?
Hey. Hey.
4 p.m., okay. 5 for 20. Seems to be the going fucking rate. 4 rupees per arrow, which is better than some places.
Pasa. Oh.
I do need to do the one at the bazaar, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, I talked to those guys, I got the side quest, I just haven't gone on to do it yet. Alright. And now we wait. Yeah, yeah, you could probably do that. I'm just really fucking lazy about it because engaging with mob camps usually means other weapons being used up, and then it just feels like I'm on a fucking treadmill, and I hate it. Like, in Breath of the Wild, I cleared basically every mob camp that I came across, and in this one I've just been like, it's been like pacifist until necessary. Unacceptable. But yeah, I really, the game's combat is not its most entertaining part, and The only thing perhaps less entertaining than the combat is having to go and replenish your weapons to continue to do combat if you choose to engage in enough of it. And so, I just kinda cruise through, which I'm sure you've noticed. You've been here long enough watching me play this now, Slim, where I'm just like, I just run past everything. If I don't have to absolutely fight it, if it's not halfway up my asshole, I'm just not engaging. Definitely still game of the year. 100%. Clearly. Oh, the muddle buds or whatever that, like, confuse the enemies and make them fight each other? Yeah.
Oh.
Finally? Where are you normally?
Saba!
Like, you're, what, like...
Hi! Yeah! Aww.
Oh, this fucking thing, okay. How many rhino anuses out of 5 are you looking to give this game? The game as it stands up to this point is a 3 out of 5. For me. Up to this point. It's bordering on a 4. The stuff that holds it back from getting higher just so happens to be, like, all of the stuff that drives me most insane in games. So, it gets a visceral reaction out of me, but it's clearly the game isn't like a fucking 2 out of 5 or some shit. It's, right now for me, it's a hovering between a 3 and a 4 out of 5. We'll see what happens by the time we get to the end. Probably should have saved before I fucking did this. How troll would it be if she put it in the fucking jail? Lovely. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my god, Mark. For fuck's sakes.
Ah. Eh?
Yeah, diplomatic immunity. It's a wonderful thing. The only non-diplomatic immunity we have here is evidently being in the classroom when the kids are having sex ed. We're not allowed to be there. That's a paddling. So there's 2 left. We know of one, which is tied to the quest. I don't think I've run into the other. Bum, ba-dum. Trying to think of what I want to, accomplish next. We've kind of done a lot of gear catch-up. We've done a fair amount down below here. So we might dabble in... We might dabble in some side quests, but we'll see. Because we've got a number of them. So there's side quests and side adventures. I'm guessing side adventures are more substantial than side quests. Yes, clearly, based on what's here. A lot of that is in Gerudo. Yeah, I do plan on doing the newspaper one since it's mostly just teleporting around and we're going to be unlocking a lot of them anyway, but yeah, that is the plan. But for now... What's up, babe? What chocolate do you have? The cherries or whatever you got? Oh, they're blueberries. Oh, okay. Oh! That's fine, I don't give a shit about Ant-Man. Maybe, but I'm gonna be, up in a few minutes anyway, babe, so don't worry about it for now. You can take that, yeah.
Mom sent me a really
Oh! Oh yeah, I forgot to show you, because, we got sidetracked last night. I wonder if it's the same one that she sent me. No, there's multiple. Hold on. Here, you just take them and look, scroll up this little. Okay. So, for now, we're done for tonight. I'd say that was a pretty successful evening. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, I think what we'll do is... I don't know, we'll either do some side quest stuff. I might do these, the Nazca line memes. We've got 2 of them done. I know we have access to a couple more right now. So I might do that. And then we might swing, instead of doing any quests and stuff for now, what I might do is swing down here and just start unlocking some more zones. Excuse me. That'll allow us to get to Hatena, or whatever the fuck the town's name is, as well. Yeah. And then... consider doing... I don't know, we'll see. I've got to, I'm limited on time. I'm trying to min-max my time here before Final Fantasy 16, so... I'm gonna try and do... as much as I can within reason, so that I can, you know, give a thorough review. A non-spoiler. No, what do you got, Asturma? That's fine. Don't worry about it, Fox. Yeah. So so I'm gonna do some of the side questy stuff. For sure. I'm happy that I went to the depths and found, you know, that ability. But, yeah, we'll see. Because as it stands right now, there's clearly still a lot of game going on here, even just from a main quest perspective. And so, we've got some work to do, because Final Fantasy 16 is the 22nd. And it is the 6th. I've got like 40 plus hours in the game, and people have pointed me repeatedly to the depths, but, except for the Rito Temple, nothing is pointing me up to the sky. Oh, to like, you mean, for exploring these places? Yeah. Well, the reality of that is that other than the Rito Temple, everything that's up there is either a side quest, or it's just, you know it's there. Every time you launch yourself into the air with one of the towers that unlocks a map region, you see a bunch of it. That's kind of how I approached it, is every time I would go up one of those towers and launch myself into the air, I would make my way to whatever island was nearby in the sky. From all of the time I've spent up there, I would assume that anything that's even remotely important, you're going to be told to go somewhere specifically. Otherwise, it seems like pretty much everything that's up there is like in the tier of importance of shit. It's pretty low. It's like the extra added content. So unless you're trying to get all of the shrines or whatever, it's not like insanely important. I would say most people that play at a relatively leisurely pace and do some of the stuff they come across and not try to like 100% it are probably going to, by the time they get to the end of the game, are probably going to have completed about 30% to 45% maybe of what's actually available in the game for shit to go and do and see and whatnot. But yeah, it's more or less the sky is like go back up there for memes. So there is, it's not that there won't be places that will tell you to go back up there, but it's just probably not, there's just not that many. Like for example, I know there's likely going to be a quest in which, you take the camera that I now have as part of the Pura thing, and, there are some islands that are very far up there that have tablets that I would presume I will be taking pictures of. I have not got the quest yet, but I did get to one of those islands and I read it, and it does seem to be leaning in that direction. So there's at least what seems to be that quest that will happen. But there's, yeah, it's not you need to go up there for any huge reason. The only other thing I would say that I found up there are maps, old maps if you get to some of the islands that give you X's for the depths to go find treasure spots. You can totally find them without that. And truth be told, none of the treasure that I have found in the depths using the map were even hidden. They're almost exclusively in a mining zone on a fucking, like, roofed platform, stone plinth thing. Like, none of them are, like, hiding in some inconspicuous corner of the depths. It's just, they're just almost there as like a, maybe go in this direction if you want some shit. So they're kind of not super important in that regard, but I guess it speeds up the process. But if you were somebody that was exploring the depths with any fervor to begin with and you're getting your light routes, you'd probably come across a fair number of them anyway. But yeah, the game has a lot of extra or extraneous content, which is fine. That's fine. I'm not gonna begrudge a game for having a lot of content in a time where a lot of games don't have much content or are released super broken and still cost 89 Canadian dollars plus tax. So like, I'm not gonna begrudge it for having a whole bunch of extra content. The upshot to it for this game as well is that in order to reach a lot of the extra content, it's still relying on you to use some form of the mechanics on average for building things, you know, devices and whatnot to reach these destinations and shit. So at least there's like some purpose to it, and it's not just walk in a general direction until you find something all the time. So it's fine in that regard. I don't think, yeah, I'm not gonna begrudge it for having a lot of extra content. I will begrudge it for not doing a good, what I think is a good enough job in the opening several hours of the game of getting you into a good gameplay loop that that doesn't have you feeling overwhelmed, lost, or not doing anything of real importance. They definitely did not do a good enough job of that in the early game. And I will begrudge it also for copying and pasting cutscene dialogue. I will also begrudge them for more or less writing a story that thus far in the game, despite being through 2 temples, the story hasn't actually gone forward. That looks like 30 FPS rain. This whole game is 30 FPS on a high note. Oh, I might as well wait for this fucking blood moon to be done. Other than the frame rate, this isn't broken, eh? Yeah, no, there's nothing in this game from a technical perspective that's broken. That's, you know, it's just the frame rate. And it's like that's not really the game's fault per se. That's just the reality of the developers having to create something for the Nintendo Switch, and they were extraordinarily ambitious and did ridiculously well given what the, you know, the hardware they were working with to get all of these types of systems working, and even getting 30 FPS on average anywhere, I think is pretty fucking incredible. Gotta hit up those tiers for the story. Well, yeah, that's what I plan on doing tomorrow. But even then, those, like, the tiers are only, like, how much story are we getting in that shit? So the last two that I got, I mean, all I know from those last two tiers, I mean, I don't even know if they're in order, but I'm just like, it's, you know, Zelda's there, and surprise, all the Hylians are descendants of an alien human orgy.
When the glow of the blood-stained moon shines upon the land.
Surprise! Alright, well, that's it for tonight. I've got to head out of here, guys. Thank you so much for spending some time. Hope you had a good time. Hallie, once again, unfortunately coming in hot and ready at the very end of the stream. But 53 months, bless you, I appreciate that a great deal, brother. I will see you guys tomorrow. I gotta go get myself ready. I gotta, M to work in the morning. Doctor's appointment, and then I'll be back on after that. Oh, before I fucking die. Anything else? This bow okay? The bow is okay. Great. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and until then, do me a favor. Have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. Stay safe, have a good one. As always, good luck. Have Zonite. Or Korok Seeds. Whichever currency you choose. Good night.